Welcome to Bonbon's Nook. I'm Sean and I'm here with color changing lighting just for you and cinnamon cassava tortilla magic mix. I'm going to show you how to make it. Here we go. So you want to get out a bowl. Here's the bowl. You want to make sure it's dry. This isn't dry. I'm going to dry it up here. Someone's messing with the lighting in here. Ah, there we go. Now I can see what I'm doing. Can you give me a little more light? Thanks. So what you do is you take a cup of this mix. So there's, in these bags, there's 2 cups. So I'm gonna take a cup of it out. Doesn't have to be exact. Something like that. Throw that in there. Now, when you do that, there's gonna be a whole bunch of magic cassava dust that comes up from the flour. And just so you know, not a big deal. We're gonna add some avocado oil. You can also use olive oil, but I like to work with avocado oil for this particular mix. And we're gonna do 1 and 2 tablespoons. All right, and then we're gonna grab some water, and with this one it's about a half a cup of water. Fill her up, pour her in, and then maybe like another couple of tablespoons of water. It's very exact. 1 and 2. And then we're just gonna mix that up. Gonna get our hands nice and squishy in here and just keep working it around the bowl. Where it stops, nobody knows. It stops when it feels like it's kind of a solid ball. Kind of takes a minute sometimes to get it to that point, but yeah, you just want a ball. So you got your ball here. And throw it around, throw it to the person on the couch, and then you can create your balls out of this, and you can make them like a little bit bigger than golf ball sized or golf ball size. Helps to have a plate to put them on. Grab a plate here. Got a plate, and just start making your balls. It's relaxing, grounding exercise to do after a long day of navigating the matrix, figuring out how to pay bills, and just all of that, all those shenanigans that are just part of the illusion, but also necessary for us to continue to live. Life requires a lot of maintenance, doesn't it? Just being grateful that it's not Mercury retrograde. At least at the time of this recording, it's not. We get to have fun with Mercury retrograde 4 times a year for 3 weeks at a time. Isn't that nice? Something to look forward to. More lessons of Earth School consolidated into Mercury retrograde time. So then I just kind of, with the last ball, I just kind of go around the bowl and make sure I get all of it consolidated into the last one. So what do we got here? 2, 4, 6, 8 balls. It varies 8 or 9 or 10 per batch, depending on how big a ball you make. So we're gonna work with our tortilla press now. Got a nice heavy duty cast iron tortilla press. This one's made in Mexico. And I'm just gonna kind of clean it off, and then I'm gonna put a couple of parchment or wax paper on there. I'm gonna put the ball on. Oh, and while I'm doing this, I'm gonna heat up my tortilla cooker, which is actually a crepe maker used for tortilla cooking, but you could easily just use a regular pan on medium heat. Same thing as this. This is just faster and easier, and it's shaped like a tortilla, so it makes it cool. And you can fit a bunch of tortillas on there. So I'm gonna I'm gonna press the first one, and when you press it, you're gonna be really careful on how you peel the wax paper off. And one way I've done is to take the first layer off and then flip it into my hand and then peel like that and then flip it onto the pan that you're cooking it on. I'm also gonna wash my hands. Forgot to do that at the beginning. Stay safe out there, everyone. Wash your hands a lot. Gotta stay safe. It's the name of the game these days. Safety first, or second, or third. Some sort of safety involved. And I'm just gonna keep pressing here. This particular tortilla cooker, crepe maker cooker, will hold about 4 tortillas pressed. And you can see how relaxing and zen this can be. It's something to focus on. And it's just like a kind of relaxing, repetitive thing while you press all the tortillas. Number 3. Number 4. And when I'm doing this, I'm actually putting a little bit of I'm putting the top paper down on it and then pushing it down a little bit to kind of get it to set. So then when I bring the tortilla press down on it, it pushes it out evenly and doesn't roll the ball around. So kind of figure that out over time. And then as far as the pressure I'm putting on, I'm not doing any kind of crazy pressure. I've just got a feel for how much to put on it, and you can experiment with how much pressure you push on with it and then how wide it pushes it out and how flat it makes it. So this is kind of a nice, I like this level of, this is nice and thin. And you can see if you get the moisture level right on these, they will actually hold up okay in your hand while you're working with them, getting them onto the cooking surface. So there we go. And then you can also pull out like a whimsical giant spatula like this, or even a smaller one. You can use the weird crepe cooker thing that came with the crepe maker, and then you can kind of work with your tortillas as they cook. And these are the dessert ones, so it's starting to smell like cinnamon in the air, and that's filling up the cottage quite nicely right now. And there's a little bit of a sizzle coming off of these. I've got the crepe maker set to number 7. Number 7 is the ideal temperature for cooking tortillas on this particular crepe maker. And it's going to take a couple minutes of each side to cook these. So this is where the patience comes in. There's nothing I can do to increase the speed of the readiness of these tortillas. So I'm just going to be in the present moment for this. I think I might do that. And just listen to the sizzle. See a little steam wafting up off of these. And you'll know when they're about ready to flip when the kind of the color and the texture on the top starts to change. You'll see a noticeable shift. This one I put on last, so it's a little bit behind, but I can already tell this is starting to get some bubbles, and I think it's ready to flip. So I'm going to go ahead and, you can flip it with your hands, be really careful, or you can use your silly spatula arrangement to work it on and flip it. And if you're using a spatula setup like this, you can enjoy the theatrics where you can really, you can really give it a flip there. And then switch it to the other side, another couple minutes. And while you're doing that, while you're waiting for these to cook, and it's also helpful to, someone just changed the lights on me again. Thank you very much. We have a director on the couch who's doing the lighting design tonight. Thank you. So I'm also gonna get out some butter, stick of butter, and you could use some dairy-free butter, or you could use some butter. And tonight I've got some pasture-raised, grass-fed butter from an organic farm. So I'm feeling like, you know, it's probably safe to work with. And let's see, I'm gonna also get a plate out for, so I didn't set this up quite right. You need to have a plate for the balls, and you need to have a plate for the tortillas when they're cooked to flop onto. So I'm gonna get one more plate. I'm gonna nudge around here. All right, here's the second plate. So cooked tortillas are going onto that landing pad. I'm gonna use my safety first tools here. I'm gonna flip this one, I think. Flip this one. I have no idea if this is still recording. Oh yeah, it is. Nice. So I guess I can maybe make another one here and get it ready. Nothing like a little planning. Sometimes I'll stick to the top like this and just pop it off and get that top layer off. It's ready to go. Just gotta free up some space here on the old tortilla cooker. The old crepe maker repurposed into a tortilla cooker. You can find these online on the internet. They're not too spendy, maybe like 40 bucks. Get one. And there we go. So this one I think is probably ready. Yeah, this one's ready. So I'm gonna bring this onto our landing pad here, see if I can flip it on. Oh, nice. Got it. Nailed it. Crushed it. That one, not so much. Look off the rails there. It's okay. This one's just about done. Now I've got room to put my other one on. Probably just gonna fast forward through this. This is really boring. So yeah, I'll just keep going here. This is just the test. Oh, nice lighting change. Thank you. I like that. Bathed in the purple light. Ooh, yeah, that's nice. That's a good shade too. Thank you. Thank you for that. We have Mandala as the lighting designer tonight. Thank you, Mandala, for your service to this Bonbons Nook training video. Yep, party mode activated. So now we're having a tortilla party. And this is when you invite all your friends over and you change the lights in really crazy ways. And then you start doing some theatrics with the tortillas while they're cooking. So we just got like some serious flipping going on. We got light changing stuff. We got a landing pad for our warm tortillas. And then we have some butter over here ready to go. And yeah, the party is hopping. People are coming in the door now, and someone's DJing a Spotify playlist, I think. Hopefully, you know, they're not on like a Spotify free plan and then the ads come on. Hopefully they're actually on a paid Spotify plan, I'm hoping. So we'll just see how that goes. But yeah, these are still cooking. We've got this one. How many do I have so far? I've got about 4 cooked tortillas. I got 2 on deck, 2 ready coming out the door, and then we've got a third one just going on. It's smelling really good in here, like the cinnamon in the air. These are the cinnamon dessert tortillas. And they're made with cassava, acacia fiber, also some tapioca fiber, and psyllium, some very fine fine ground psyllium for fiber as well, and some sea salt, some Himalayan pink sea salt, and a little bit of stevia extract. And even people that don't like stevia have tasted these, and generally the consensus is that they taste great. It's because it's such a small amount of stevia, and the way that it mixes with the salt and the cinnamon and the cassava, it's not overpowering. Like some people have had, you know, weird experiences with stevia where there was too much and it was just like way too intense. And so this is just a very light amount of stevia. So if you're a stevia, if you've had stevia trauma with something that was over flavored with it or over sweetened with it, you might still like these. So it's still worth a try. See if you like them. And there's organic cinnamon from Red Ape Cinnamon here in Eugene, actually provides the cinnamon for these tortillas. And their cinnamon is amazing. It's extremely fresh and just got a lot of the original oils and flavor and smell to it. So that's part of what makes these magical dessert tortillas. So I hope that you're able to have a nice party with your friends making these, your friends or family. I'm gonna go ahead and try one out. Mandala, do you wanna come have one? See if I can get her off the couch. Another way to work with these after you cook them up and stack them is you can cut them in fours. So I've been doing this and we've been really enjoying having them cut into these little fours, little pie slices. And it's really easy and quick to do. You can even do it with a butter knife. These are pretty soft. The nice thing about these, they're very forgiving. It's hard to overcook them. As long as it's on like medium or medium low, the worst that'll happen is it will turn into a cracker that still tastes good, and you know, you can still put butter on and everything. But these are the nice, like softer, like more bendy, kind of doughy, nice comfort food kind of thing. But you could also make it into a cracker so it's more crunchy. I'm gonna flip these. So really you can't mess up. Like the worst that's gonna happen is it's gonna turn into a delicious cracker if you cook it too long. So that really relieves a lot of the stress around worrying that you're gonna mess them up if you've had trauma in the kitchen with cooking and things going off the rails and thinking that you can't cook. This can maybe heal some of those wounds. I don't know, just an idea. And so I've got the butter here. And Mandala, would you like some? See if the lighting designer wants to come join us. I do need to get more butter out, but I've got a little bit here if you want to have some.
Hi.
Hi. And try that.
Some yummy tortillas here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Welcome to Bonbon's Nook.
So good. I like how you cut them in triangles.
Yeah. It's like somebody cared because they cut it into triangles.
So good. So good. Thanks, Bonbon.
Sure. Thanks for joining me here at Bonbon's Nook.
It's a pleasure, my friend.
Thanks for the lighting design too. That really added to the video
You're
there.
welcome.
Especially when you were doing the party lights, because then it gave me that reason to talk about tortilla parties.
Yeah.
That was perfect.
Talking point.
Yeah, talking point. So this has been an official Bonbon's Nook training video. And if you've watched this far, you must not be on Instagram. Probably not on, could be on Facebook. But thank you for having the attention span to watch it all the way through. It really means a lot. Nobody watches videos more than like a minute these days. And that's because we've been trained by companies like Instagram through the requirements and limits they set. And so we have this mediated experience of like a short attention span where we want to just get to the next thing, so then they can feed ads into the, you know how it goes. I'm preaching to the choir. Or I'm not preaching, I'm talking to the choir. I don't know. This part will get cut out for sure. We'll just cut it to right here when we're enjoying tortillas with butter.
So good.
So good.
So good.
Thank you, Mandala. I love you.
I love you too, Bonbon.
Thank you for joining me.
Great plate. Aw. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Happy to do now.
Okay. These are ready. Very cool. So this has been a training video for Bonbon's Nook Cinnamon Cassava Tortilla Magic Mix. Just add water and oil. Available online at bonbonsnook.com. Available in Eugene at Sundance Natural Foods. Thanks for watching. Bye.